Many people grow up believing that saving money and enjoying life are opposing forces, a constant tug of war between responsibility and pleasure. The narrative goes something like this. You can either squirrel away every extra dollar for the future, living a life of frugality and sacrifice, or you can spend freely, savoring experiences and comforts now, but risking your financial security down the road. But what if this is a false choice? What if you don't have to pick sides? The truth is, saving for the future and enjoying life today can coexist in harmony. With thoughtful planning, intentional choices, and a healthy mindset, you can build financial security while also making the most of every day. The first step is to redefine what it means to enjoy life. Many of us are conditioned to equate enjoyment with spending, lavish vacations, luxury goods, or expensive nights out. But true enjoyment often comes from experiences, relationships, and moments that don't necessarily carry a hefty price tag. Think about the last time you felt genuinely happy. Was it because you bought something new? Or was it because you spent quality time with loved ones, explored a new place, or accomplished a personal goal? By shifting your focus from material purchases to meaningful experiences, you can find joy in ways that don't drain your bank account. At the same time, saving shouldn't be seen as a punishment or a deprivation. Instead, it's a form of self-care, a way to provide for your future self and reduce stress in the present. When you have a financial cushion, you're less likely to feel anxious about unexpected expenses or future uncertainties. Saving gives you the freedom to make choices based on what you truly want, rather than being forced into decisions by financial constraints. In this way, saving is not the enemy of enjoyment. It's a foundation that supports it. To strike a balance between saving and enjoying life, start by getting clear on your values and priorities. What truly matters to you? What brings you the most fulfillment? When you align your spending with your values, you naturally find ways to cut back on things that don't add real value to your life. For example, if travel is important to you, you might choose to spend less on dining out or shopping so you can afford to take a memorable trip. If quality time with friends and family is a top priority, you might host potluck dinners at home instead of expensive nights out. By making intentional choices, you can direct your resources toward the things that matter most. Budgeting is another powerful tool for achieving this balance. A well-crafted budget isn't about restriction, it's about empowerment. It gives you a clear picture of your income and expenses, so you can make informed decisions. Set aside a portion of your income for savings, but also carve out space for fun and enjoyment. This could be a fun fund or a specific line in your budget for experiences, hobbies, or treats. When you budget for enjoyment, you give yourself permission to spend without guilt, knowing that you're still taking care of your financial future. It's also important to recognize that small, consistent actions can add up over time. You don't need to save massive amounts of money all at once. Even modest contributions to a savings account, retirement fund, or emergency stash can grow significantly with time and compound interest. By automating your savings, setting up automatic transfers each month, you make saving effortless and consistent. This leaves you free to focus on living your life, knowing that your future is being taken care of in the background. Another key principle is to embrace mindful spending. Before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Will this bring me lasting happiness, or is it just a fleeting impulse? By being intentional about your spending, you can avoid the trap of mindless consumption and focus your resources on what truly matters. Sometimes, delaying a purchase or seeking out alternatives can lead to even greater satisfaction. For example, borrowing a book from the library instead of buying it, or organizing a game night at home instead of going out, can provide just as much enjoyment, if not more. Don't underestimate the power of gratitude and contentment. In a culture that constantly encourages us to want more, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that happiness is just one purchase away. But research shows that practicing gratitude, focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, can increase your overall happiness and satisfaction. When you appreciate the simple pleasures in life, you're less likely to seek fulfillment through spending. Of course, There will be times when it makes sense to splurge or treat yourself. Life is meant to be enjoyed, after all. The key is to do so intentionally and within your means. Plan for special occasions, save up for big experiences, and savor them fully when they arrive. When you spend on things that truly matter to you, the enjoyment is deeper and more lasting. It's also worth noting that your approach to saving and enjoying life will evolve over time. Your priorities may shift as you move through different stages of life, starting a career, building a family, pursuing new passions, or preparing for retirement. Stay flexible and revisit your financial plan regularly. Make adjustments as needed, and don't be afraid to seek guidance from financial professionals if you need support. Ultimately, the goal is to create a life that feels rich, not just in terms of money, but in terms of meaning, connection, and fulfillment. By balancing saving with enjoyment, you can build a secure future while also making the most of today. It's not about choosing one over the other, but about finding harmony between the two. So, the next time you find yourself torn between saving for tomorrow and enjoying life today, remember, you don't have to choose. With intention, planning, and a focus on what truly matters, you can have both. Your future self and your present self will thank you.